Uh, Hello, my dear students. It's a very good day to all of you. Today, we'll going to discuss the Cannizaro reaction. Cannizaro reaction is a very important reaction for in organic chemistry. Basically, for the students who are appearing board exam in class 12 and who are preparing for any other entrance exams after their class 2 level. Okay, so please concentrate, and before starting my class I will request all of my dear students to please subscribe my channel, so that I'll be motivated and I can bring many other such important lectures in front of you. And please keep your notebook handy so that you can write the notes I am writing on whiteboard, otherwise you will all forget. Okay, so without wasting time, just move to the whiteboard. Okay, so what is Cannizaro reaction? Cannizaro reactions are basically uh, the reaction shown by aldehydes, shown by the aldehydes. Aldehydes must have this functional group, aldehydes. So aldehyde compounds must have this functional group. So now my question: does all the aldehydes give this Cannizaro reaction? No. All the aldehydes give Cannizaro reaction? The answer is no, a big no. Not all the aldehydes give Cannizaro reaction. So what kind of aldehydes give Cannizaro reaction? The aldehydes which do not have alpha hydrogen atom undergo Cannizaro reaction. The aldehydes, the aldehydes, the aldehydes which do not have alpha hydrogen atoms, alpha hydrogen atoms undergo Cannizaro, undergo Cannizaro reaction. Okay, in which condition? On treatment with concentrated alkali, concentrated alkali like NaOH, KOH. So this is the main funda of Cannizaro reaction. The aldehydes which don't have the alpha hydrogen atoms undergo Cannizaro reactions. Okay. So what happened in this reaction? What happened in this reaction? What happened? What happened in Cannizaro reaction? So basically, in Cannizaro reaction, two molecules of aldehydes, both of them devoid of any alpha hydrogen atom, come together in presence of concentrated alkali and gives the Cannizaro reaction. And among these two aldehyde molecules, the two aldehyde molecules can be of same type or can be of different type. Okay, so one aldehyde molecule becomes corresponding alcohol and another aldehyde molecule becomes corresponding carboxylic acid. Okay, so two molecules of the aldehyde, both both of them devoid of alpha hydrogen atoms, while come in contact in presence of concentrated alkali, one molecule is oxidized to give its corresponding corresponding salt, actually give its corresponding salt of corresponding salt of carboxylic acid and another molecules of aldehyde becomes corresponding alcohol by reduction. Okay, so here again I must say the two aldehyde molecules are of same type or can be of different type. So let's see in details. Please write down, my dear student, please write down all the topic I am writing on the whiteboard by pausing the video. Let's go for example. Self first self Cannizaro reaction. Self Cannizaro reaction. I am not going through the details mechanism because it is quite time taking, and for class 12 you should only know the products to crack the MCQs. So self Cannizaro reaction. What is self Cannizaro reaction? When the two aldehyde molecules are of same type, this is called self Cannizaro reaction, and it is noteworthy that the molecules of the aldehyde shouldn't have any alpha hydrogen atom. Okay, so like this, the molecule of the aldehyde is formaldehyde. This is formaldehyde, and uh, the molecule has only one carbon atom, so no questions of alpha carbon and they are of alpha hydrogen atom. So this is formaldehyde, no alpha hydrogen atoms, concentrated sodium hydroxide. So one molecule of the formaldehyde becomes the corresponding alcohol, and remember, it only becomes its corresponding alcohol. So there is no loss or gain of carbon atom. It has only one carbon atom, so its corresponding alcohol should have only one carbon atom. So it is methanol. And another molecule of the aldehyde becomes the salt of the corresponding carboxylic acid. So I have taken here sodium hydroxide, concentrated sodium hydroxide. So sodium, corresponding sodium salt of this carboxylic acid is formed. So this is called sodium formate. This is called this is the sodium salt of formic acid. If in place of sodium plus, if H plus is would be present, then it will be sodium formic acid. So as sodium is present, it is sodium formate. It is sodium formate. So another example I must write this carbon atom, this aldehyde. This is benzaldehyde. Look, this is the functional group. This is the carboxylic acid functional group. This is the carboxylic acid functional group, and the next carbon atom of this functional group is this. So this is alpha carbon atom. The carbon atom is alpha carbon atom. So in this carbon atom, no hydrogen atom is attached. So benzaldehyde molecule does not have any alpha hydrogen atom. So here no alpha hydrogen atom. So two molecules of benzaldehyde will react in presence of concentrated sodium hydroxide, and among these two molecules of benzaldehyde, one molecule will be formed to CH2OH. The student often put this OH directly to the benzene ring, phenyl ring, and gives it phenol. But no, the the corresponding alcohol shouldn't uh, shouldn't have any excess carbon atom or less carbon atom. So the number of carbon atom present in one benzaldehyde molecule should remain constant in its corresponding acid and corresponding alcohol. So it is benzyl alcohol. So this is benzyl alcohol. This is not phenol. This is benzyl alcohol, and the rest is what salt? I am I have taken here sodium hydroxide. So it will give sodium benzoate. It will give sodium benzoate. And if you take concentrated potassium hydroxide, it will give potassium benzoate. Okay. So this is the two examples of the self Cannizaro reaction. Why it is self? Because the two aldehyde molecules are of similar compounds. Okay. Next we will see mixed Cannizaro reaction or crossed Cannizaro reaction. Okay. cross Cannizaro reaction. So let's have an example of cross Cannizaro reaction, that is, and this is an aldehyde and this is known as glyoxal. And this glyoxal molecule contains two aldehyde groups, and no alpha hydrogen atom. So if you react this with benzaldehyde, all possible products will be formed. Okay, all possible products will be formed. Concentrated KOH, all possible products, like uh, if you means look, in glyoxal, first of all, the glyoxal gives self Cannizaro reaction and intramolecular Cannizaro reaction. Glyoxal molecule, as the glyoxal molecule contains two aldehyde functional group in a single molecule, as it contains two aldehydes in a single molecule without any alpha hydrogen atoms. So it can give intramolecular Cannizaro reaction. Intramolecular Cannizaro reaction, and product will be like this. So if glyoxal is present, at first write down its intramolecular Cannizaro reaction product. And I have taken here concentrated KOH. So one part of this COH gives this, and another part becomes O minus K plus. Okay, and if you treat with dilute HCl, it will give CH2 OH COH, and this is known as glycolic acid. This is known as glycolic. This is known as glycolic acid. Okay, so this is the intramolecular Cannizaro reaction. Intramolecular Cannizaro reaction. This is the intramolecular Cannizaro reaction. Okay, so in our present example, not only glyoxal is present itself, but with the glyoxal molecule, benzaldehyde also present. So all possible products will be formed. The intramolecular product will also be formed, and with this intramolecular product, such other molecular product will be formed. So once I reduce the glyoxal with like this CHO and K plus, and in another example, So all these products will be formed. Intermolecular Cannizaro reaction will also be formed, and these other also will be formed. Okay, but here in cross Cannizaro reaction, if among these two aldehyde molecules one is methanol, that is formaldehyde, then only formaldehyde will be formed into corresponding sodium or potassium salt of its carboxylic acid. Okay, and rest of the other molecule is reduced to its corresponding alcohol. So if among the two different aldehydes without alpha hydrogen atoms, one is formaldehyde, then the formaldehyde molecules then the formaldehyde molecule will be will become corresponding salt of carboxylic acid, and another aldehyde molecules will become corresponding alcohol. And let's take an example here. No mixture of products will be formed. No, not all possible products will be formed. If so, I repeat, if among these two different aldehydes without any alpha hydrogen atom, one molecule is formaldehyde, then no all the possible products will be formed, but only formaldehyde will be oxidized to the salt of corresponding carboxylic acid, and the other aldehyde molecule will become corresponding alcohol only. Okay, so let's example CHO benzaldehyde, and this is formaldehyde concentrated NaOH. Formaldehyde will become the sodium salt of formic acid, sodium permate, and the benzyl benzaldehyde becomes benzyl alcohol. Okay, no other products will be formed here. Okay. So my dear friends, if this another example CO CHO, here the two keto group is present, and this is called methyl glyoxal. If you treat methyl glyoxal with concentrated NaOH, then the aldehyde part becomes corresponding. This is also an example of and the keto part, the keto group becomes the alcohol, and the aldehyde part becomes the corresponding carboxylic acid part. Okay, so this is called lactic acid. This is called lactic acid. This is called lactic acid. So my dear friends, today I am discussing on the Cannizaro reaction. So I hope you have gained lots of knowledge out of this class. So till then, goodbye. We'll meet again in our next class, and I will request all of my students to please subscribe my channel. And if you do have any queries or any question, please put your queries and questions in the comment section so that I'll get your comments and I'll get your queries, and I'll try to my level best to answer all of your queries and comments. And if you want any PDF format of this class note, please write down the comment section. Okay, so we'll meet again. Till then, goodbye and study hard.